Hey everyone, thought I'd have time to do this while I can. Thought I'd kind of give you guys a bit of a review and look at one of the newest games I got for the Wii U. Of course, it's a multi-platform game, basically meaning you can play this. You can play this on all the systems, and of course, I'm talking about the Disney Infinity. Now, this is the, of course, this is the Disney Infinity deal. This is what it looks like for anybody that probably doesn't know yet. I mean, who doesn't? But this is what it looks like. Got this for about $59.95. Probably about a few bucks off due to my job discount, so probably about 57. It's not too bad. A lot of people look at it as being a Skylanders inspirational ripoff, and you're probably right about that. But I think Disney kind of innovated in some ways with it, because when you put the characters on here, you don't necessarily need to have the power disc, like the what is it, basically the land disc for them to have, because you can easily create your own. Of course, that takes a Disney account, and yeah, it's just it's actually it's really a fun game actually. It's really fun. I've tried it out already with most of the characters except for one of them. I'll get to him later. But what's interesting about this is when you play the game, and I'll show you this is the when you play it, of course, you need to have you could play the game basically on the Wii U with the nunchucks, the Wii U controller, as well as the classic controller. You could use the Wii U Pro controller, as well as the gamepad to play the game. And the 2.0 edition, this is basically an upgrade. What it has is basically this is what it says the 2.0 can do. The 1.0 figures, which is the original Infinity, are compatible. 1.0 playset piece, not compatible. 1.0 power disc are compatible. 2.0 figures, of course, are compatible. 2.0 playset is compatible. 2.0 power disc compatible. 2.0 game disc are compatible. Now it also gives you, it says check out the included web code to unlock your free digital characters at Disney.com Infinity or Infinity. So there is a web code. I think it's on the manual. I think it's in the manual, on the manual. I gotta look here. Haven't read through it all yet, but I'm pretty sure there is a web code. But I think they're also talking about the web codes that you get. The web codes that you get with your figures. Yes, you do get web codes with your figures. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. Wii U, durable. But yeah, it's basically like a DLC, you might say, you know. But I think because it's 2.0, they just decided let's just put it on a new system. But here it is. This is basically the same thing that comes with the PS4 version and the Xbox One version, as well as the PS3, 360, and I think even the Wii version, if the Wii version is out there. This is what it looks like. This is basically, if you just take out the Wii U here and put the PS4 or the Xbox One on there, it's the same thing. You get the figures in here. You get Miriam. not Miriam. Madrid, 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 Myriad, I can't pronounce her name. Myriad and Stitch to start out with. Of course, you got to get other figures. We actually had a lot of the figures during Christmas. We still have some new ones there at my job. We have Tinkerbell, we have Baymax. I think we still got to get more back in, but you know, there's some in there. In fact, they show you right on the back who's there, and then of course that on the side shows you what's included, and then like I said, there's the other figures. Of course, pretty cool. And basically what the game discs do is, basically the game discs have names of, for Madrid, they have Brave Forest Siege Disc, and it says help Madrid protect her lost brothers from the Wicked Witch. And in Stitches is Tropical Rescue Disc, save little quackers from Galactic Federation robots. It's pretty cool. And then of course, like I said, it is compatible with the 1.0 disc, which I pretty much figured could be the case. So I got one 1.0 disc, was the only one I could find there. And even though it's opened already, I'll try to place it back in here so you'll see what it looked like originally. It is Rapunzel. Now I know there's other ones like Anna and Elsa, and of course the ones that you can see back here, but Rapunzel was the only one I could find, the Tangled one, so it's kind of ironic too. I got Tangled finally on Blu-ray. Might as well get her. And from a collector's standpoint, think of them kind of like what the Amiibos are right now. The Amiibos, of course, you can place on your gamepad and unlock a lot of stuff. Similar to these, but you know, you don't have the gamepad to use. You have an infinity pad to use instead. I'm sure she comes with a power disc somewhere. You just got to find it. And that's another interesting thing too. The power discs are sold separately in a 2-pack, but here's what's crazy about it. Back in the old days, you never knew what you were going to get. Sometimes in those packs, right? Even nowadays. Well, that's the same things with the Infinities. You don't know what kind of power disc you're going to get. So hopefully one day I will get Rapunzel's, and we'll be good with that. Another thing about this is you don't always need to use, you don't have to use the Rapunzel, you don't always have to use the power disc for the character you place on there. You can actually use a different power disc. You can use, like I said, you can use the Brave power disc, Lilo and Stitch power disc, or the one I'll show you in a bit. You can use any of those power discs, and you'll be able to play with the character you have on there already. Like you'll have Rapunzel and Agrabah. Go figure. So yeah, Rapunzel is one of the first figures I got along with, and this is the original one from the original run, along with Mildred and Stitch. But knowing me, I couldn't resist. Now I could have got them individually, but I thought, you know what? They're selling them as a 2-pack. I've been wanting to get them, and I've been wanting to get them if I ever got the Infinity. They're two of my favorite Disney characters of all time, and their movie is probably one of my most favorites, behind Lion King and Robin Hood and Frozen. So, what am I talking about? How about, if I could just stick it in there just temporarily to kind of give you an idea of what it looked like originally. How about Aladdin and Jasmine? So I had Aladdin and Jasmine. And they do, like I say, they do come individually, but they do sell some of the figures that come individually. They sell them in the 2-packs. Like for example, for the Marvel, because that's one of the big selling points with them is the Marvel universe. When it comes to this, the Marvel ones you can get individually. You can get them in 2-packs. One of the 2-packs has Gamora and Lone Star, well not Lone Star, but Star Lord. Star Lord and Gamora is a 2-pack. You have even with the original 1.0 version, which like I said, the figures are compatible with the 2.0. They sold Elsa and Anna together, which is cool. They also sold Hero and Baymax together. That was good. There's just a lot of figures that they sold together. Like I think I know they're going to be coming out with more figures down the line. They're going to be coming out with more figures down the line, but. What's interesting about this is with the figures of Aladdin and Jasmine, and these are basically called Disney Originals, so that's pretty cool. Disney Originals. What I like about this is Aladdin is actually the starting point for the game, for the 2.0 version. He is. Because here's what happens. Here's how you really start the game, and you can thank this guy for it. You have to, when you put the game in, you don't automatically put your figures on there. If you're new to the game, you gotta you gotta play portions of the game to start it. Basically, you start out as Aladdin and Aqaba. Then you end up in London. You end up as Tinkerbell. And then you play as Tinkerbell, and then after that, you go and end up in Scotland, and you get turned into Madrid, and then after that, you end up, I think, in Hawaii or something like that. You get turned into Stitch, and then as you get to the top of a building, you see all the other characters from the 2.0, from the original version, like Elsa and Anna and all of them together. You see them all there, along with Sorcerer Mickey and stuff. And of course, one of the main characters that you have to chase after while you're chasing the star, because he's chasing the star, is Donald. Because, yeah, Donald's one of the other primary new characters. And that's basically how you start the game. And then, of course, you got to log in. It's okay. Now, here's some drawbacks, though. You got to create an account. If you have an account already, you're already at home. You're done. You're okay. But if you don't, you got to create one. And sometimes the servers are online, sometimes they're not. So you got to create an account to get online and download some of your stuff. Kind of like similar to Skylanders. Like here, you get codes to download exclusive digital characters. So I don't know what that really means. I don't know if it means you get a digital character like, let's say, Genie, or if you get Elsa, or if you get Flynn Rider. I don't really know. But that's basically how the game goes. And then, of course, when it officially starts, one of these discs, mainly this disc, if you're doing one player, will light up. And this disc will also light up if you're doing 2 players. And then this disc will light up if you want to put the playable disc on there, the power disc on there. And what's unique about this is when you put the character on the disc, they will pop up on the screen and they will actually say hello to you. They'll say nice to meet you, and then you get to play as them. Now, of course, you got various options. You can start out with the power disc and go through a land. You can create your own thing through the toy box, to the new Toy City, stuff like that. And then, of course, if you got, like I said, downloadable, if you got an account and everything, you're able to go to community creations, or that's basically what it is, community creations, and check out, maybe even download some of the creations that some of the people put up there. So, really unique, really fun. Now, if you don't really play the game that much, even if you don't play the game that much, I will say this. These figures are nice to collect if you're a Disney fan. These are really nice to collect because I think in a sense this is the closest we're going to get to actual figures. I mean, here's Jasmine's. This is Jasmine's here. And if you've ever wanted just something to collect on Jasmine, well, there you go. It's really, really cool. I like the detail they put into the characters because it makes you feel like, you know, this is stuff that normally you can only get like when you go to Disneyland and stuff. So I really, like I said, I really like the detail they put in for the characters. I really do. The only thing is trying to get them back into the holdings. That's the only hard part sometimes. Yeah, there you go. But like I said, even if you don't play the game that much, they're nice to collect and have. So, but like I said, that's just my overview and review a little bit on the Disney Infinity 2.0, the Wii U one. But honestly, I think all you have to do is just get the game disc, maybe for the different versions, and you can play this. And you can use this basically with any system, unless they're exclusively made for each console, because this is a USB cord. It's got the Infinity logo embedded on it. So unless it's mainly for the console it's made for, I think you can use these on different consoles. All you have to do is get the games that are different as well. So, but that's basically all I'm going to say for the Disney Infinity 2.0. That's just my overview and sort of review, my overview review on it. If you guys want to know more, I'd say check out disney.com/infinity to learn more. Check out other people's review on it. And I think Angry Joe should probably do a review on this as well down the line. So that's all I'm going to say, folks. Let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like. I'm out.